Adele is simply a sensation, an artist who will go down as a legend in music history. Let's take a look at the soulful singer's life, from humble beginnings to legendary songstress. Adele was born in London in 1988. As she told Vogue, growing up, her mother would take her to concerts, which sparked her initial interest in music. And there was one band in particular who would have an enormous influence on her, the Spice Girls. She shared, "People always think I joke about this, but the Spice Girls blew up when I was 7. And seeing them coming from a humble background, there was hope in it. It was really a massive part of my life when the whole girl power thing happened."
And the only record company I knew was Virgin because of the Spice Girls.
As for her favorite Spice Girl, Ginger, she continued, "I connected with Jerry, and then I ended up finding myself at quite a young age." In 2009, 20-year-old Adele proved to the world she was here to stay, winning the Grammy for Best New Artist and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. Although she was thrilled, she still stayed grounded. Vogue reported that after the Grammys, rather than going to a fabulous after-party, Adele hit up another even more fabulous spot: In-N-Out Burger. Just barely into her 20s, Adele was already becoming a role model for her fans. Her curves and confidence in herself had fans buzzing. She told Vogue, "Fans are encouraged that I'm not a size 0, that you don't have to look a certain way to do well." By 2010, Adele was already working on her next album when her inspiration began to shift, traveling a bit further south thanks to inspiration from her American tour. Speaking with Rolling Stone, the 21-year-old said she had gotten, quote, "addicted to artist Wanda Jackson." Adele drew from Jackson, along with Alison Krauss and Lady Antebellum for inspiration. She explained, "I wanted the songs not to have anything glittery or glamorous about them, like an organic tapestry rather than a Gaga album. I mean, I love Gaga, but I didn't want to get wrapped up in all that European dance music." The singer wanted to keep honest emotion in her music, and as she told the magazine, that mission was accomplished. She added, "It's such an honest record, and I'm really moved by it. It makes me want to burst out crying whenever I hear it." By 2012, Adele was busier than ever. Her album 21 had smashed the charts, and she was on tour, rarely taking breaks. It was around this time that she noticed something was wrong. She later told Vogue, "I knew my voice was in trouble, and obviously I cried a lot, but crying is really bad for your vocal cords too." She went to the doctor, and it was discovered that she had a polyp on one of her vocal cords that required surgery. The 23-year-old made the best of it, finally taking time for herself. "My schedule was so fast-paced, I could hardly ever even remember the bulk of my day. I think I just needed to be silenced. It was my body telling me to fix me."
But I just feel like the bigger your career gets, the smaller your life gets.
In late 2015, after taking time away to be a mom and work on music, the 27-year-old put out a highly anticipated new song and the promise of a new album. Hello immediately topped the charts and had everyone asking what this song meant. Adele explained to Rolling Stone that it was not about her ex and added, "If I were still writing about him, that'd be terrible. Hello is as much about regrouping with myself, reconnecting with myself." Adele has always been an old soul, but that became even more evident after she became a mother. During an interview with Rolling Stone, the 27-year-old said, "My career's not my life. It's my hobby." She went on to discuss her views of fame and what comes along with that, saying, "I'm really frightened of fame. I think it's really toxic, and I think it's really easy to be dragged into it." She also spoke about Amy Winehouse and how cameras were on her constantly, calling the whole situation really frightening. These days, when it comes to public attention, Adele has more to think about than just herself. She opened up about her relationship and her son, saying, "I'm a mom and I'm in a very serious relationship, so it's never going to be just me again. I don't regret any of it."